Sure. Greetings, user. Name makes me intrigued, at least. Up user from Stasis. My new solo creation, inspired from official level Cataclysm. This level is beta of my own campaign. Use changed camera view. Yes, I don't camera view. So this is supposed to be an intro to a campaign. Thematically interesting. Consider me interested at least. Save when stasis failed. Yay! Very reminiscent of the Distant campaign intro, actually, but there's nothing wrong with that, because I actually like the whole like trackside lights coming on, and what? Light, better lighting there, please. I feel like that hallway could use a little more detail to it. It feels a little odd just having glass wall. These glass walls just, I don't know. Something about them doesn't feel quite right to me compared to like environments like this feel much better fleshed out.
By combining the resources
using the same, you know, fair enough, these info, the generic like array info stuff actually works perfectly fine.
Each sector serves a purpose.
Not have boost. Gonna get it. Boost enabled. Yeah. Is this actually gonna be like a full alternate campaign at some point, or is this the intro intended to be like a replacement? Seems like it might be, which is cool. So far my issues are relatively minor. So I'm not against this conceptually. It's a little, some sections like that are a little dull. Yes, we're seeing scenery, but there's not anything super interesting going along. Seems like some of those just drive, turn a little bit section went on for, that one part went on for, felt like it went on a little too long.
Welcome to Sector 17, Transit Center. Alert. Fatal oxygen levels present in this sector. Evacuate immediately.
This is almost one for one. The sections more outwards, writing informational stuff. So yeah, if this is meant to be an alternate take on the campaign, that's actually not a bad thing. So.
Warning. Infection status of sectors.
Which seems like it, because doing the full tutorialization doesn't seem like this is meant to be like campaign 2 or anything. So, interesting. Not bad. I think I'm kind of neutral on it. I'll have to see where it goes if this person ends up making more of these. 11270, I think they're one of the people on the Discord. I don't remember who to go by, but it has promise. Like, if they actually follow through with this, this could turn into something really cool. First level, I mean, it's the tutorial level. It's supposed to be basic and boring for anyone who knows what they're doing. So I definitely can't say it's bad, but I wouldn't actively recommend anyone come play this unless it's like, unless the recommendation is play the whole set. That would be like my conditions for actually recommending a level like that. So I'm not recommending it because I think there are any real problems with it. Well, I do as a standalone track, it's not worth it, but it's not intended to be a standalone track by concept, so we'll see if that ever comes to fruition. And I should probably make sure I get Junk Realm in, because I think this actually is one of the tracks. So it was this and Solar Realm, I believe, were both released this week, which is stuff I'm supposed to be covering in this stream. So let's actually do that. Solar Realm by Neokun, who's currently done... Current track record this stream is one track of Realm I genuinely like, and one that had good moments and then ruined itself, so... We'll see which side of the track record this one leans towards. Oh boy, starting here, though, I shouldn't be surprised whatsoever. It'd be more surprising if it wasn't. It's a realm level from this person, so... Sure, whatever, par for the course. Portal's not active yet. Portal. Why must you make me wait? Immediately feels like visuals and music are clashing. I thought the visuals were cool. Out here it feels more appropriate, but in there it's like, where are we again? Very odd boost panels. Uh-oh. Is there something weird going on with the gravity, or is it just the way I hit that? I think it's just the way. Also, I have... Oh, Jesus. Yeah, you spin real easy here. I have maneuvering thrusters. So you can't really grip fly with this wonky ass air resistance. I don't remember what the setting is called. That. Okay, I'm just gonna restart. What's this called again? Solar Realm. Okay. Solar Realm is a racing realm that takes the drivers into a hot track around the sun. Solar flares and intent. I don't feel like the music is appropriate for that theme. It feels fine for the visuals so far. I guess being in space around a star makes more sense. I guess these are like asteroids that we're on. And if you're gonna want me to maneuver onto that, the crazy... How easy it is to spin out in the air is not a great combination. And there, because of the glare, I could barely see where I was going. Feels like partially luck that I even stayed on the track there, which is not a good thing. It's an interesting Doran track. Is that light supposed to be a solar flare or something? Because, like, it looks cool and it's like somewhat blinding, but it does not give that impression. It's just like there is something really bright here, shining through. Which, you know, maybe that's engine limitations, the best solution they could come up with, but... And I don't know for sure that was the intent, but if it is, I'm not super impressed with it. This part of the track looks cool. This little section in here seems nice. I actually like this. The part before it, not so much, but... At least we get some good so far. I could have sworn I got it. Oh. Alright, the boost panels, they are also our cooldown. Okay, fine. I was gonna say, I know I got like a cooldown before, but it seemed to be an invisible ring, but it's actually... Yeah, see, that doesn't look like I'm near a star. That's just, I can't see everything's white. Excuse me. Yeah. I was gonna say, you know, maybe sometimes it's like that's the best you can come up with. And, you know, props for trying, but it's not, your best you can come up with is not actually that great in this specific case. This area is cool. I like the visuals here. The cool lava and the dark rocks, and how was I supposed to do that? It's interesting for a realm map that I still have. Like, is this a totally... Actually, now that I'm thinking of it, is this a entirely custom-made realm? Like, is this non-canon to the source? Like, is this based on something in the source or not? Because this track is crazy and disjointed and feels way more like something built in and for distance. Which, if it is, either heavily modified to be that, or totally original realm, you know, props for going that direction. I think more realms should do stuff like this. Okay, that one's not too bad. I need to see if it's... Is this transition as awkward as it feels, or is it just me doing it wrong? I can't tell if actually jumping there is better or not. This feels like a kind of like a poorly lined up one. Obviously these roads are not meant to be properly designed or intact thematically, but the level design part of it still matters, even if it's like thematically ruined, horrible roads that suck to drive on. You don't actually want them to suck to drive on. Okay, let me try jumping. I have to be doing something wrong here. I feel like it should not be that hard to hit, at least like land on this roadway. I don't think it's entirely the rule's fault. I think I'm going about it wrong in some way too. Oops, no! Gosh darn it. Like, that was entirely my own fault. Okay. Oh, I have wings. I just assume I don't in this kind of level. Or that the answer isn't intended to be, yeah, you're supposed to wings here. I guess it's good that I have that option. Maybe I will if I botch it this time. I'll just recover with wings. Yeah, like... Feels like the way this is placed that there isn't a good way to get yourself over to without wings. Which feels wrong to me. Not just because these levels usually don't want you to use any kind of stuff like that, but also there's no indication that this is a fly zone. And the track looks pointing at it enough that it's like, it feels like, yeah, I should be able to drive between these just like jumping somehow. The hints I am getting from the level seem to indicate the opposite. Yeah, there we go. I was just going off, like, just the visuals of it are deceptive of where you want to head off onto that. That's actually kind of a neat sort of skip. Yeah, some of these jumps feel really awkward. Like, yeah, there's ways to do them, but it doesn't feel particularly good. What's happening here? Yeah, like, this level feels like it was actually designed with distance in mind. So that's like a sun portal. Yeah, see, like, this looks like a sun. The thing at the beginning was just, like, white glare. Which I didn't like visually. This part's actually cool. Got a nice fiery star that we're going by. Like, that looks like a good sun. Even though realistically it should be brighter, but it's like gameplay. We need sensibilities for made for the video game. Logistic alterations to what is actually real life versus what is actually playable. Is the end, or is this going to be another one? Actually, this is a realm level. The end is probably going to be like the realm. Okay, these are the solar flares. They're far more static and less exciting than I expected them to be, but you know what? It's fine. It gets the point across. A little bit blinding, like I can't really see what's going on in the track up ahead, but it's basically straight, so it's not actually a major issue, so... I suppose if there was ever a time that obstacles are like this are okay, it is just dodging them in a big straightaway. This part's going on a little too long, though, for just basically going left and right on a straightaway, and it's basically just making it as commutable sides. Yeah, it was a little bit. But yeah, this section needs something else to break it up. Either just cut this section short. I don't like the idea of just cutting this section short. I think you just need something to break up the straightaway flare dodge part. Or just mix this up somehow. And then here we don't even have fire dodge? Like, what? Like, this is a segment that's actually bringing the level down, which is unfortunate, because this is a very thematically strong section. I think this gets an O rating from me. It's... I think I actually have to vote this down, even though there are parts that I like, and like, if I could talk to this person, I would be like, don't let this discourage you from doing a lot of the more distance-related design choices you made here, because I really like that. Like, that's good stuff. Keep doing that. Like, refine that part of your track building, but it's like, overall, this track has too many issues. Yeah, like it just needs more work and some other stuff. Like there are good points of it, like the sun and stuff was cool. There were some visual elements, and like the fact that we had like the actual maneuvering controls, and we actually did have straight up flight, but there wasn't. I mean, okay, yeah, if you're gonna make weird, awkward jumps, like, yes. I was gonna say there's no reason for flight, but that's not actually true. Letting you have, like, an easy safe recovery option. That's actually fine. I'd say that was, like, on its way towards being a good in-distance realm, but it's not there yet. It's not there. It's moving in a direction I like, but it's not there. Now let's check out Junk Realm by General Kenobi. It's a name I've heard, but I could not tell you what their content is off the top of my head. Pretty sure they made some cool stuff. But let's see how they do in a realm. Okay, we're getting the hold on. That was my own fault. Booster version. This is another alternate version of this whole thing. Let's see. It's long and obnoxious. It probably is, because that's the way it's designed. I'm pretty sure I'm making individual alterations to it. Yeah. Ugh. Exciting. At least I'm moving fast. Oh. Alright. Sure. We'll just say that was intentional. Just to spice things up a bit. I like the way this looks, is my first impression. There are some Nice. The first impressions this area, this realm makes, are good. Like we have the nice kind of like dimmed, foggy sunbeams. Yeah. The atmosphere is nice, good on this one. So got a good clear checkpoint. Go through rusty metalwork. I like the way these light up. I guess their kind of purpose is to mark our road. It's a little awkward landing. Is that a full-on checkpoint? Hold on. What is that sound? That's something inside here? Must be. The way it's coming, it's sounding off to my right, unless I have my headphones first. It sounded like it was outside of that. Oh, we're going into this. Okay. I will say this texture, it's not terrible because it does give the impression of heated metal, but when you actually look at it at all, it's like, what actually is this? It's just like a bunch of red heat glowing spots on a metal plate, which, I mean, I guess it works. That's more of a nitpick complaint. So, not really fond of using like force zones to correct like that. Was that a jump? That was an alternate route. So there are more than... What? Oh. That's cool, but what do I do about it? I get that these are like crash magnets. Was there any way I could have seen that coming beforehand? Or is that just I took the wrong... Like... Okay, so I can keep myself down with the... Yeah. Oh. 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 No! You'll never take me alive. So, I think if I just grip down, I can actually keep myself up. Which... I like these conceptually, but I think from a game design standpoint, they're a bad hazard. Because you don't have any real warning other than looking up at the sky and seeing they're there and knowing what they're going to do. You don't know where those are placed and what's going to happen until they've killed you once or twice. And I think the best solution would probably be have some like debris already on the ground, and when you get in range you see it getting pulled up to it. I think that would be a reasonable solution to that. But what is this blue glowing thing over here? It looks like one of those pickups that's like... Oh, I was like, it looks like it's buried in the ground, but it's actually just the texture. It's actually... What did that do? Is that like a speed power-up? Like, I guess. I'm a little confused by what that glowing blue block up on the wall was. I'm expecting something to happen with it. A confusing little section. I was like, wait, I can go up this, but where do I actually want to go? It looked like the road was going off one way, and then it actually wasn't. Again, I really like the scenery. What's with the floating piece of debris there? I'm confused as to what... Just like I'm confused where I was supposed to actually be driving in there. Oh, that's not the end of the level. Okay. Interesting. I am slightly intrigued, but or like, okay. You know what? If it was just an excuse to give us some nice scenery at the end, you know what? Fine. Fine, I'm okay with that. And yeah, I like this one. I would say this is a good realm level. Feels kind of like an original creation. I guess it's, I guess you probably could do this without special, like, distance control, air control stuff. And it doesn't feel like Again, this isn't a level that feels like it was actually designed with distance in mind necessarily. Like, there are aspects like the magnets and stuff that actually utilize your extra capabilities. But it didn't feel like it was utilizing them very much. I feel like this level could still definitely have some serious improvements, but it's good enough that I'm going to say, yeah, it had some really cool visual elements, and it's not a bad track. It's not doing too crazy maneuvers, but you're still avoiding obstacles and stuff. Easy speed run tunnel. Is that one I've done before? I don't think so.